Hello and welcome to another episode of Not Without My Boo! That give you a fright, Rosemary?
That did actually give me a fright, but also it's not an episode, it's a minisode.
Oh yeah, minisode. And today we're going to talk about horror movies.
Scary movies.
Scary movies. And you want to know why I thought about this topic?
Yes, I do.
Like in this non-Halloween phase of the year. Because it is we are just not only coming up on, like we've just completed Valentine's Day. Completed. This is real like corporate speak. We've just closed Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, tick.
Valentine's Day, check, exactly. And not only have we just completed Valentine's Day, but also, I think it's the 16th or the 18th. Don said it was 2 days ago, so hold on, let me look at that. What would that be? The 18th. The 18th of February is also our apparent anniversary of meeting each other, and Don always remembers.
Oh, and that's what made you think of horror movies?
Well, because... Yes, because the very first major trip away that we took together was to Washington, D.C., right? We went to the Park Hyatt. It was super fancy. We were like, we didn't have a super fancy life. Like this was, I think it was, entirely off season. And actually, no, it wasn't. It was July 4th. How did we get this? Oh, we got it with the points, my points from work, like I went to...
Oh, flying your airline points. Okay.
Yes, and we used my work points because back in the day, like this is when work didn't demand that you return them to the business. Do you know what I mean? they gave them to you as a perk to you. So it was amazing, right? Yeah, exactly. Fools. And we went to the Park Hyatt for 2 nights and we were literally like, this is the life. And I'll tell you, it ruined Don forever because now he's like, I could do it. I could live in a shack. I could do it. Money's not important to me as long as I always just want to have really nice hotels. I'm like, therefore money is important to you? Like, I can't even. Anyway. So we go to the Park Hyatt and it was amazing. It had these amazing walk-in, wet bathrooms, without shower curtains or shower spaces. Anyway, the whole thing was amazing. And it was the first time we'd ever experienced this, right?
It's not a wet bathroom, it's a wet room. A wet bathroom sounds really weird.
Yeah, but it was the wet, but like all the bathroom things were in this wet room. Sorry, Rosemary, I'm aware of what a wet room is. That's why I'm confounding the two because it wasn't a wet room. There was also the toilet and the sink in the same room. Anyway, fine.
Sounds weird.
Was gorgeous. Anyway, and I was like so in love with this. Don's going to murder me for telling this story. But anyway, and at the end of it, we get into bed and we're lying on the bed. We're lying on the bed. And me and you can imagine, I just bought this saucy ensemble in H&M, right? Whatever.
H&M, last of the big spenders.
Rosemary, this was back in the day, right? I mean, as opposed to today when I'm like, I bought this saucy ensemble in Zara.
In Target. Okay?
In Target, exactly. Right, so anyway, we're on the bed. Sitting on the bed, mom and dad, nothing untoward. And I go, and also this was like just when TV on demand had happened, like not in 1960 something, that's what it sounds like. But where you could order. And the thing is like, we never ordered movies because like to order a movie was like 30 quid or 40 quid. Do you know what I mean? We're on the bed anyway. And I said like, how about we watch, and I'm like, raising my eyebrow, like, how about we watch something, saucy together, right?
Saucy.
The only word that's coming to mind is kinky, and that's not better. So anyway, and Don's like, no. How about we watch a horror movie? And I was going like, okay, but like, can't we watch that any day of the week? He's like, yes, absolutely. But like, we can watch something like super saucy, sexy, whatever, Rosemary. Any day of the week too. We have never, let me tell you, listeners, have never in our lives ever, and I can say it to him on the regular basis. I'm like, hey, we've literally never ever, it's too late now, right? We've got 4 kids and it's too late. I don't even need to. I'm exhausted. We've never ever watched anything remotely romantic, forget sexy. But anyway, all this to say that today I was downstairs making dinner, exhausted, cooking, cleaning, doing whatever. And I go to Nash, like, where's your dad? He goes, he's upstairs watching a horror movie.
What horror movie did you watch in the hotel? Do you remember?
No, I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you. Something scary. Something scary. Can't remember.
What's the scariest scary movie you've ever seen? Do you think?
Rosemary, I have no recollection. You tell me, what's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Okay, well, so there are 2. As a child, I was absolutely haunted by the image of Maugrim
Oh, you
from
were.
the line
That's
from the
not a horror
BBC
movie.
version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
That wasn't a horror movie.
No, but I just like as a child that was
this
very
is not
scary.
about.
That was
This
the
is not
scary
about
thing
what
to me.
do you find scary. Because then I could tell you about my recurring nightmare that I've had since I was a kid about the Pink Panther on top of a wardrobe in a series of car doors. I run around. I know I can't explain it. It's a dream I have continuously. I run around through these like interconnected corridors, and the Pink Panther is on a wardrobe waiting to eat me. I mean, I can't tell you. I don't even know. I don't even think the Pink Panther featured largely in my childhood, and yet there he is.
I wouldn't think so. Okay.
Anyway, an actual
the
horror
scary
movie.
movie. Oh my God! Just like you, I now absolutely can't remember the name of it. But there's one about this deaf woman who is living in the middle of nowhere, trying to write her book. She's like moved to this cabin in the middle of nowhere.
Sandra Bullock.
And no, I can't. She's not particularly like super famous. Oh my God, I'll find it and put it in the show notes because it's one of those ones that was on the Netflix like suggested for ages. So actually loads of people have seen it because I've talked to people about it before.
What about that one where you're not supposed to talk? What about that one where they're not deaf but they're super silent? The Emily Blunt.
Hang on, I'm telling you about the deaf woman.
I know, but you can't remember the name. You're like, I put it in the show notes. I can't remember.
No, I can't remember the name of it. But I was going to say what's particularly scary about it is obviously that she can't scream for help, and a lot of it is like filmed as in what she's hearing. So like when this guy is at the door and trying to break down the door and get in and kill her, it's all silent. Do you know what I mean? So it's really creepy. It's really, really good, but it's very freaky. But I also, you know what? I was really terrified by The Exorcist.
Yeah, what that is a horror movie. Why are you acting shocked?
Yeah. No, because I mean, like I think The Exorcist is one of those kind of like it's a classic, but it's also now kind of retro. And I think a lot of people would be like, oh, you know, it's not that scary. But I was just always really terrified by the scene where she comes down, her mom's having a party, and she just takes a piss on the carpet in front of everyone. Just standing there in her nightie.
Because you were like,
particular
that could
moment.
be me.
I think I was always terrified of getting in trouble, like when mom and dad had friends over. So I was just like, the brazenness. This just seemed... I was like, that is proof that she's actually possessed because nobody would ever do that. Like, that's it now. It's the devil. That's it.
Oh, my God. So ridiculous.
But sorry,
you're right,
you were thinking
classics, the classics
you were thinking of that
scary.
film... Oh, yeah. You were thinking of that film that you quite rightly never saw with Emily Blunt and her husband.
The minute I heard that a baby died, I was like, I can't watch this.
Oh my God, what's that movie called?
Yeah, right. That one that came out like a year ago.
Yeah,
2 years
I keep
ago.
thinking of saying Eyes Wide Shut, but that's not a horror. Well, that is a horror movie, but that's not it.
No. The other thing I was going to say, if you think The Exorcist made me think about it. What's that TV show that I'm loving that you were like, I'm watching this terrible TV show that Brandon's
Oh my God, it was terrible.
What's it called?
Oh my God, what's it called?
Oh my God, Evil. It's excellent.
Oh my God,
it's ridiculous.
Why don't you explain the premise of it?
Enjoyed it a lot. It is like religious.
No, the premise, Beatrice.
Priest, a disillusioned priest wants to prove that basically possession, etc., exists and help people because is good priest. Has gang of people helping him prove this. And then there is like full-on Vatican baddies, all full of possessedness, out to get him. Is that good? Is that a good synopsis?
It's very interesting to me that you synopsized it as being about a priest when he's not a priest. He's a priest in training. He's an aspiring priest, not a priest yet because he's still shagging people.
Priest.
He's aspiring. Yeah, allegedly.
He's not shagging them. He's accidentally rolling underneath them while they're shagging.
I actually think it's about your one, the
it's totally
psychologist.
About her. Yeah, she's
like,
a
I would
great
say it's about
actress
her.
as well. She's great. She's the one who was in Westworld. She's the daughter of what's the guy? Oh my God! How is anybody supposed to follow this? The Man in Black. She's the daughter of the Man in Black.
Oh,
and she's actually
right.
like Swedish or German or something, and yet she has a better grasp of English than either of us. She's amazing.
That wouldn't be hard. Yeah, I would say it's about this psychiatrist who basically gets fired from her job as like a court psychiatrist and then gets like magically picked up on a street corner by this wannabe priest who's like, I hear you're looking for work.
Me,
and he wants her to come.
Wannabe priest, in brackets,
Luke
Cage. Yeah. important
Absolute
part.
right. Absolute right.
Except less ridey when he's being a priest, I have to
Oh,
say.
I
Most of the
know.
time I was like, it is really contextual, because when he's Luke Cage, he's attractive. When he's in, what's that other TV show with your woman? Where he first like showed
Jessica
up on
Jones.
TV. Where he's in, yeah. Where he's Jessica Jones' love interest, he is like totally hot. Where he's Luke Cage, he's relatively hot. Where he's a priest, he is zero hot, to be honest. He's handsome, but wasted. Do you know the kind of thing? I'm like, oh, he's got a nice face, but like, what an absolute plonker. Not because he's a priest, just because he's a plonker.
Yeah. No. I mean, I get what you're saying. He's a total sap, but like,
He
I
makes
still
the
totally fancy him.
worst decisions about like demons who are
About
blatantly
everything.
screaming in the room and possessing people in front of him. And he's like, maybe we shouldn't, try to exorcise this demon.
That TV show is so stupid. Do you remember the YouTuber with the subliminal message in her YouTube videos?
The worst, I thought that was excellent, actually. And the worst episode was the one where the poor kid and the parents had to figure out what to do with their kid who was possessed. That was genuinely sad. Don't give it away. No spoilers. No spoilers.
That was awful.
Actually sad.
Yeah,
but
that was
the
really sad.
creepiest part of this whole TV show, so like obviously everybody can recognize from this description, entirely uncreepy, except for the fact that the guy who is what's his role in Lost? He's like the super creepy, small, round-headed guy with the glasses in Lost, right? He's always super creepy, round-headed glasses person in multiple things, such as Lost, and then that other TV show called, can't remember. But anyway, he's in this, and he is basically Satan come to life in a creepy, small-headed, round-headed person with glasses. And the way he stalks her kids and the scenes with the kids, because she has 4 kids, right, in the house, 3 or 4 kids. And she and her husband used to be like super snow climbing, like, superstars, right? Mountain climbing adventurers, right? But the scenes in which, because she's not at home all that much, and the granny is a bit of a nut job. And the
granny's a hot nut job.
And the kids are,
she just doesn't want to be a
Rosemary,
granny.
I don't judge other women's worth by their
You don't speak full stop, apparently.
But anyway, the scenes in which these kids are at home and the way they are manipulated through technology and the fact that and how at risk they are is terrifying to me. There have been so many scenes of those kids that I've genuinely felt uncomfortable. Genuinely. So anyway.
What's his name in it again? Something like Lionel or Lucian or
Lucifer.
something. What's his name?
Lucifer.
No. It's not Lucifer.
Yeah, but it's like supposed to be Lucifer, aka Lucifer. Like he's a bad guy.
And then he seduces the granny. Oh, it's terrible.
Okay, Rosemary, spoiler alert.
That's not a particularly big spoiler.
If you can watch it in Ireland, great to watch. Like, definitely
So hang on.
requires a lot of highbrow intellectual philosophizing and analysis.
Emily Blunt movie, A Quiet Place.
Correct, Rosemary. That was not that hard.
Thank you very much. No, that's actually very easy. And then it was followed by a couple of months later on Netflix, Bird Box. That's the Sandra Bullock one you're thinking of. Did you watch that?
No, of course not. I don't like horror movies. Did you?
So hang on, why are we talking about, have you ever seen a horror movie?
Yes. And
why are we talking about this?
Because you love them. I don't like it. I was about to say, why do people
like it?
I just don't like them because I can't sleep. I agonize. I cry. I get upset if anybody under 16 dies. Like, I don't. And then I hate the movie makers for making a movie in which an under 16-year-old died. Oh, do you know it was a great movie? That one with Joaquin Phoenix in the Amish community with that redheaded one who's...
The Village?
Yes, amazing movie.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes, him. Amazing.
I went to a screening of one of his films and then he was there afterwards doing a Q&A, but I absolutely can't remember what that film was called. And it was really scary. It was like this. These kids go to stay with their granny and grandpa, and the granny and grandpa are just really creepy, and there's some really creepy. It was not pleasant.
What about the Village? What about the Village?
I don't really remember the Village. Bryce Dallas Howard, isn't it?
Yeah,
who was in it?
Yeah, thanks, Rosemary. Yes,
very good at running in heels.
Not in this. She was
from Jurassic
flats.
Park.
Yes,
not in this.
I don't think she was good at running in heels in Jurassic Park. She just had to. It was like super.
She's better than me. Well, that wouldn't be hard.
Rosemary, I was watching Wonder Woman 1984 the other day, and the leopard, actually Wonder Woman herself is constantly wearing gold wedges, and I thought of you. I texted you, I think I even to say, like, you should be happy, you're in trend, you're in vogue.
You're actually behind your time. Wonder Woman 1984. Crucial,
Yes,
crucial year.
But I was like, why did she keep leaping like 40 feet in the air and then landing on a pair of wedges? It just seemed really stupid. Have you watched it yet?
Well, it would have been hard to take them off in midair. No, I haven't watched them yet. I haven't watched it yet.
Well, I'd like you to watch it because I have lots of comments around it.
I was going to say, like, I'm not a good horror movie watcher. I'm really jumpy. Whenever anything, like, you know, when there's a build up to, you know, something really horrible is going to happen, I stick my fingers in my ears because I can't take the, like, climactic music at the same time as watching the horror, but I need to know what happens.
So,
like, my
your
fingers
in your ears?
Stuffed. Yeah, I'm blocking my ears.
No, Rosemary,
No,
I know.
like,
I'm aware why. Are you actually having a laugh? I'm blocking.
Are you having a laugh?
No, are you having a laugh? I know why people stick their fingers in their ears. Are you joking? I stick my fingers in my ears. I can't help it. They just automatically gravitate towards my ear holes.
So sorry. Why were you saying, are you actually sticking your fingers in your ears like it wasn't a well-known saying?
No, I thought it's an expression. I stick my finger, like, as in I don't listen. I try not to listen to the... You're literally sticking your fingers in your ears.
Not in, but like I'm using my fingers to block my ear. Yeah, I'm pressing the inside the ear bit in, like to block my ears.
It's actually bizarre. Your ears are very big, though, apart from anything else, and I'm surprised that your fingers would block them.
I have actually very small ears for the McCabe family.
You do, and very flat as well.
They're very small and flat. They're more Claire McCabe ears than Philip McCabe ears.
They are. They're no
Claire
offense,
Murphy.
Dad. Sorry, Dad.
But yeah, I like to block my ears. I did go and see, what was the one, like The Woman on the Lake or The Woman at the Window or something with Daniel Radcliffe, which was absolutely terrible. I remember I went to see it with Liam and the two of us were, I mean, I think the two of us were clutching each other's arms. Oh my God, it was just one of these like the woman's in the mirror, the woman's outside the window, the woman's on the lake, where's the woman? She's dressed all in black. And it's always these women in the like Victorian shirts. I don't know why that's so scary. They're like ruffled shirts, you know what I mean?
I'm going to say, the thing about Daniel Radcliffe is I keep hearing, oh, you know, he was in that like Broadway play Equus or whatever.
Equus.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, he's literally the most, he's Laurence Olivier, like second coming of Laurence Olivier, like amazing. What amazing movies has he ever been in? Like I mean, I don't think he's a bad actor, but like, is he bad at picking movies?
I couldn't name any movies he's been in apart from Harry Potter and The Woman on the Lake.
Well, I'd say that's probably
window,
one more
something.
movie than most people could pick him out in.
Yeah, probably. But like everybody knows he was in Equus because he was naked.
I actually forgot he was naked, so anyway.
Oh my God, it was on the cover of every... You were just too far away. It was on the cover of every tabloid newspaper in Ireland.
I just remembered that he had very large, like, muscular hind legs.
Would you... Jesus Christ. You know what this whole minisode has made me think?
What?
When and if we ever get around to setting up a Patreon or something, we should do a live Zoom of us watching a horror movie and we should let people pick it.
Oh my God, Rosemary, I don't know if I could. I can't sleep afterwards. Like, I don't know if I could.
We're in America. I'll buy you some sleeping pills.
Oh. Didn't you watch that one with Tony Collette?
Tell Don he needs to be on alert for the kids.
No, Don will be watching the movie 100% with us. Did you not watch that Tony Collette movie, that horror movie with Tony Collette? You did that one that got a lot of
I did.
press last year.
Oh my, bitch, that was about 4 years ago. Like, honestly, the last 2 years have turned into a blur. Oh my God, what was it called? Where she is basically an artist who makes like tiny dioramas, which are actually one of the creepiest aspects of that entire film. Hereditary, yeah. It's really good.
2018,
it's really dark. It's really
Rosemary,
good.
Thanks a lot. 2018.
That's 3 years ago.
Okay. We're barely into 21, so I'm going to give myself barely just over. So we'll split the difference. 2 and a bit. Go for it. She definitely made it mid-2018. Anyway, go on.
It's really creepy, but once again, would not be for you.
Oh, is it really creepy?
Content warning for child death.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's what you said. I can't watch. I can't. Why would I want to?
I had to call you and warn you off Manchester by the Sea, which I knew nothing about until I went to see it.
I would not be watching that for any reason. Michelle Williams loves extremely sad topics. I literally read that part. What? She's Greek?
I'm joking. Dawson's Creek.
Oh, I thought you said she's Greek.
No, I said Dawson's Creek.
I was like, how do you know she's Greek? Williams is a perfectly non-Greek name. Okay, I've lost it.
Those Greeks do love a tragedy.
I swear to God, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, listen, if you would like to watch myself and Beatrice on Zoom watching a horror movie of your choosing, let us know. And we will put the names of all the movies we couldn't remember in the show notes.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Thanks for listening.
And I mean, I think really the conclusion is, Beatrice, you need to grow up and watch a few horror movies.
Rosemary, the world is a horror show right now.
Oh my God, on that delightful note, thank you so much for listening to Not Without My Sister. You'll get us every Tuesday and Friday for a full episode and minisode, respectively. And if you have 2 minutes, you could go on to Apple Podcasts and rate and review us. That would be very, very much appreciated. Tell your friends.
Thanks.
Anything to add, Beatrice?
Thanks for listening. Please recommend us to your friends. Keep going with the reviews. Love reading those reviews. Thanks a lot.
Oh my God, you sound like you're giving a shout out at a school disco in Tullamore. Keep going with the reviews. Love those reviews. Bye. Thanks for listening.
Oh, Rosemary, there's nothing wrong with Tullamore. You better watch it.
Not Without My Sister is produced by Liam Garrity. Sound and original music by Don Kirkland. And our original illustration is by Lindsay Nielsen.
Not Without My Sister is a member of The Warren, the home of great Irish podcasts. As is my podcast, Meet Your Maker. You'll find more great shows at thewarren.ie.